Hi, I'm at a campfire, pondering life and the universe and all of existence, as one does. So, for those who don't know, this channel's concept is, with video games, you can press the reset button and start over, start the game from the beginning. And so what if you apply that concept to real life? And so everything in these videos stems from that prompt. So lately I've been talking about, like, why press the reset button? Why bother playing the game at all? Why not just turn it off? What do you do once you've pressed the reset button? Stuff like that. And last time I pressed the reset button, when I started this channel in 2020, essentially it was, life is overwhelming, let's just hit reset. And I had a lot of unconscious rules I didn't realize that I was applying to this thought experiment. And I'm sure that like, as the experiment went on, I discovered those rules and realized, oh, I was applying this and this and this and this. And so I'm sure there's unconscious rules that I'm applying to this second time of hitting the reset button that I started in March of 2025. But I have decided to give myself one conscious rule, which is to question everything. Which is why I end every video by saying to question everything. And I also have a video about why to question everything. And I think in that video I also talked about other unconscious rules, but I think it's also important to have goals within the game. And I recently saw one of my old videos. I think it was titled, "I'm Addicted to Fresh Starts?" ? Which is also very relevant to exactly what we're talking about today. And it was interesting to see the contrast between the energy, the intensity, the excitement, the passion, the drive in that video, and the calm, meditative, reflective vibe of my recent works, my recent videos. And while both are beautiful, all moments are beautiful, all emotions, sadness, anger, joy, all moments are valid. Sometimes it's nice to be, like, excited and amped up and having a good time. And so that, among many other goals, right, of like, let's not just play the game, let's try to enjoy the game. What a concept. Which ties in perfectly with my previous video, where I was talking about how I think ultimately, and this is a hypothesis that is very brand new to me, that I have not really thought through thoroughly, but I think ultimately, potentially, everything boils down to either everything is going to end and die, so why bother? Why continue to suffer through it all? Just get it over with, just end it. Or everything will end, so let's enjoy it while we have it. And I've lived my whole life doing the first one, so maybe it's time I try the second one for a little while. I don't know. So, we've talked about, does the game even exist? It clearly does, but then what is the game? I could talk more about that in future videos. We've talked about, like, why play the game. We've talked about rules for the game. Today is about goals for the game. My main goals being, like, to try to understand it, to try to figure it out. That's my other more serious goal is like, what is this conscious experience? What is this reality? What is this? What the hell is this? Like, and I feel like that's kind of what humanity has been trying to figure out since the beginning of time. And we understand better how it functions, but we don't know what it is. Oh, I'm zooming in. Whoops, sorry. Sorry. I didn't realize I was doing that. That was not intentional, although perhaps it was adding a little bit of dramatic effect. Anyways,